went to Auburn University on a football scholarship. And while I was there, I stayed a couple of years, and I decided to leave and come to UTC, University of Tennessee at Chattanooga. And when I was laboring on a job, waiting to get into University of Tennessee, I saw bricklayers laying brick. And they were laying a top-notch job, a Flemish bond on the job. And I said, I think I want to do this. So I talked to the general contractor that was on the job, and he said, well, we've got to get you an apprentice program. So I got in the apprentice program, and that was in 1957. No, it was after 57, 1962, when I got in the apprentice program. And I started the apprentice program, and that was about, and carried on from there. And I joined the Bricklayers Union, and that was in March of 1959, and worked as an apprentice for some local contractors. And I was working as an apprentice. Felt that I wanted to do some side jobs, and I've done a few side jobs, and in the masonry end of it. And as things went along, then doing the side jobs, I decided I want to get to contracting. So I started out very small contracting, and done the contracting, and then worked in Chattanooga, and the local masonry association was made up of 5 or 6 masonry contractors, and I was in that for them. I helped various offices in the masonry association, and as time went along, they decided that they were going to go non-union. And I'll never forget, one of the contractors, he said, it don't make sense to me to work for $15 an hour if you can get $20. Said, why do you want to go non-union? But anyway, they proceeded to go non-union, and we didn't go, we stayed union, and we're union to this day. Keeping the quality masons and laborers, and then contractors, work for contractors who would pay their bills and keep up their money on the money end. And we've been very fortunate on that. We've had very, very few bad debts. My wife, Marion, we've been married 62 years, and I have 4 kids. One daughter, she is an interior design, does interior design of hotels, and she owns the firm. Her and another gentleman in Atlanta, and they're well known for doing quality hotels. And then Jeff, my son, he's the president of Jenkins Masonry. He took over from me. And then I got another son, Mark. He's a PA, physician's assistant. And then we got Michael, which is vice president and project manager. And he's been with me ever since. And Andrew, grandson, he's project manager, and he's Jeff's son. And one thing about all this, Jeff went to UTC, graduated as a mechanical engineer. He went on one job interview. He came back and said, I think I want to work with you. So I said, okay, let's get out there and get a trowel and start learning how to lay brick. So that's how that proceeded. And he worked, got to be about 3/4 bricklayer, and now he's pretty much running, him and Michael run the company. We've done multiple jobs in Chattanooga that are top quality masonry projects. Baylor School, Macaulay School, University of Tennessee at Chattanooga, and just the Convention and Trade Center in downtown. We've just got numerous jobs around town that are quality masonry jobs that we're proud of. Work hard, raise your family in church, stay close to your family, children, and grandchildren, and treat all people as you'd want to be treated yourself. And I had one little example. I think this is where, after this came out, I got this award, this guy emailed me. He said, do you remember that time that we were working and had this job that was in the mud and water? And you said, I'll go get some boots. So I went and got 2 pair of boots and brought them back. He said, what's the 2 pair for? I said, one's for me and one's for you. I wouldn't put you in the water if I wouldn't get in there myself. So, workforce, quality people, and being able to keep the good people on the jobs. Having a great family for supporting my career in the masonry business, and having people who work for me that have worked from the time that they got out of high school. And I just had to retire 60-something years old, and they never worked for another masonry contractor. And I think that was just great. And they were top-notch bricklayers, and they all ended up to be foremen. Nothing comes easy except hard work, and to be a success. You got to train the younger people, the younger bricklayers, to take pride in their work. And if they don't take pride in it, they're not going to amount to anything. You got to really have big pride in your work, and you got to give back to others to get a blessing from everything you do. At 82 years old, it's certainly an honor to be inducted into the MCAA Hall of Fame by this great organization. What else can I say except thanks to you and all the great members who do all the hard work.